we don't have this center piece of leather lined up evenly with the inside and outside. Okay, brothers, this is the Marino model. It's a bifold. I already know that. Let's take it out. Bubble wrap, cotton bag. It's not a bad thing, you know, like that. Looks like it's protected well, and we have some cards in here from them, and they in particular. Jeremy is the one that took care of me, and this is a custom choice by me. This red used the Papavero and this natural leather alongside a Havana cigar thread color, which I kind of like this combination. Not that flamboyant when it comes to colors or anything, but I do kind of like red, and I try to stick with lighter colors so it's easier for you to see. So with this here, prior to finalizing my order, Jeremy Keeper, one of the owners, reached out to me with a combination to ensure it met my expectations. I could have also added personalization to it, which I didn't, but you'll have plenty of opportunity to communicate with these brothers if you order a wallet from them. So let's take a look at this a little bit further. From a feature perspective, we don't have anything on the exterior. You know how I really like to have a quick access card on the outside? Anyway, we'll move right to the interior. And here we have an interior quick card slot right here, quick access card slot. Got a thumb push going on right here, which I quite like. Suitable for ID, credit card. And you have 3 interior card slots. One here, one behind this, and this one in the front. Now this back in here I think is more suitable for cash. Cash is something you can fold once or twice depending on the currency, and it will fit in there just fine. The measurements on this particular wallet come in at 4.3 by 3.1 by 0.6, and it weighs 88 grams. This is a lot of wallet. This is a 3.5 ounce leather in this, so it is very hefty, just from a perspective of durability. I'm not saying that hefty is bad, but you have a lot of wallet goodness in here with a lot of leather. And of course, I can't go too far. Oh yeah, I know leather smells fantastic. You can't get this with, I don't know, nylon or other fancy types of materials. Leather is leather, and it is amazing. If we move on to it, let's go to the card and cash insertion test. Company makes no recommendation on the number of cards in this particular wallet. You noticed I got 5 cards in there, one with the ID counts as one of those, and 3 slips of cash. And you can see with the cash, one fold and it gets in there just fine. If we're gonna go for a taller currency, and there are plenty of those, let's just go right to the end, because that's kind of the big one we're always looking at. Let's see how it does. We'll put it on its side, and I'm pretty sure that we'll have a little bit of problem, and you can see how it just folds up against it. It just is too tall. But, for most of the world, we have tall or short currencies, and it works just fine. This is designed and made in the United States. It's made from a full grain veg tan Badalasi Carlo Pueblo leather. That's a long name for that. It's fantastic. Saddle stitched. We can take a look at this because we didn't look at it up front like we usually do. It's all done by hand, saddle stitched all the way around, and it uses Ritza tiger thread. Very strong thread. It's used in many wallets that we reviewed over time. And I appreciate the overstitch that's happening right here between the different layers of leather, because that just provides a level of security. As you're coming in and out, you're pulling back on this, and that puts a lot of strain on these particular corners. And we want to make sure that we have good coverage there for durability over time. And this kind of thread really provides that. Now, the maker stamp is a little bit off center, not really even there. I know I'm picky, but that's, kind of the way I am. Modest burnishing that we have on the edges here, which I think is great. It's not too shiny. I do like the shiny version of it, but I think it's just fine. The one thing that I noticed is right here. We don't have this center piece of leather lined up evenly with the inside and outside. There is a bit of a divot in here. You can kind of see a little bit of that as we look down. But that said, I do like the crease details that we have on the pockets. Again, that doesn't come for free. That takes some effort, and it provides some design variety and some texture. Now, if we look at this a little closer, and I want to do that just to kind of show you, this is dyed leather. And if we can see, let's pull up the, well, yeah, I'm not a cop. Honestly. Okay, there we go. It's dyed all the way to the bottom. We do have some makers that will dye somewhat, halfway, and then the remainder isn't. This is completely dyed, which again, a level of completeness for me. I really, really like that. The cost on this, as of this recording, is $63. Really not that bad, considering all you get: handmade quality, quality of the leather, the weight of the leather, which is significant, and so forth. Now, for those who like chunkier wallets, I think this one is an excellent choice. I keep bringing it up, but the heavier weight of leather is something that many people like and enjoy. And again, it just provides fantastic, leather is amazing. This, like all high quality made wallets out of leather, will last forever if you take care of them. And really the primary component of this is making sure that it's moisturized, that if it drops in water, that you're taking care of that. Water can shrink it, of course, if it gets too stretched out and things, but you do have to re-moisturize the leather, otherwise you'll end up in problems. Now, if we look at the thumb push here, it needs to be broken in a bit. You can see it's not quite there. As the leather becomes more broken in behind here, and that'll just be friction coming in and out, it'll become a little slicker and you'll be able to have the thumb push work more effectively. And then of course, one of the benefits, default benefits of bifolds is that everything faces the center fold. And with that, then you're not gonna have anything falling out. So it's a great wallet. I think it will last a lifetime for you. And now let's move to the final score. For quality 4, that little bump at the top there where we weren't getting that evenness with the leather is something that I think, well, it prevented it from getting a 5. Price of 4, I think the price is fantastic on this. Features of 3, does what it should. Usability of 3, easy to use, and perception of 4. I like the customer interaction that you get with the KBros, and I know if you do talk with them, you will get a great interaction like I did. And that gives us a final score, 3.7 out of 5. Now, if you like this video, then watch this one next, and we will see you in the next review. I promise you, especially if you show up. Goodbye.